Hello everybody and welcome back after the long hiatus, and we are back to Let's Playing, and I'm going to start off the channel with Hard West as the new Let's Play. Now, I don't know if I'm going to play through the entire game, or I'm just going to do like a short thing to get me back into the swing of doing Let's Plays or what, but let's just go with this and see how things turn out. And yes, I've now got a new machine, so recording things should be a lot easier. And I still have the older one as backup, so it's much easier to render videos and stuff now. Because I don't have to not do anything else on the computer while stuff is rendering. I have started this a little bit, so I'm just going to restart. And we're going to play normal, and we're going to put combat injuries on, which is... it's like an interesting thing where, yeah, as you can see there, you get debuffs if you hurt really bad, but then over time you grow stronger. Now this game plays a lot like XCOM,
the West was
the new
a
one,
hard place.
or unknown, I guess I should say.
The only thing in abundance was poverty and firearms. Combine alcohol and hopelessness with greed, envy, lust, and pride, and death is often the result. Crude cabins stood alone in the wilderness, cut off from the outside world. People knew to mind their own business, but isolated, they grew ignorant and superstitious. Some said the devil walked the earth. Said lost souls haunted and possessed the living, pushing them past the edge of sanity. In this harsh and dangerous country, no one had it easy, including your family. You were 6 years old when you traveled the Oregon Trail with your mother and father. Food was scarce, and your father, despite being a fine tracker and a crack shot, failed to find any game. It was as if every animal on the trail was spooked by some evil force. Your old man found a small village and tried to trade equipment for food, but this village was overrun by outlaws. They took your mother and decided to trade you and your father to white slavers. But he managed to break free, told you to hide, and set out to save her.
Right. Yeah, I was like, this game plays a lot like XCOM Enemy Unknown. I might as well show the tutorial, but I mean, if anyone's seen XCOM before, this is going to make quite a bit of sense. There's only a few sort of differences. I gotta find my mother. Oh, my father's gotta find his wife, I guess. My character's mother. You can move, and you got like half cover and full color cover, like an XCOM, which is represented by the shield icons. And you can see there, I've got sort of a half-filled shield bar, so that means I'm in half cover. And I can spend an action to shoot. You get 2 actions per turn. I'm curious if this game is gonna have some of the same problems with the new XCOM, where it's very easy to sort of like just shoot through cover which you shouldn't be able to shoot through, kind of thing. This is one of the differences. Luck is now a sort of stat you have, which basically makes it harder for enemies to shoot you, but every time you get lucky, you lose some luck, and every time you get unlucky, you gain some. Flanking is also a thing, so nice and easy. And the reload. But yeah, because XCOM had big problems where you could just shoot through it. Okay, in broad daylight you can look at enemies by their shadows. You can even shoot them if you have an unobstructed line of fire. Some materials like cloth or foliage can be shot through. Okay, so you can shoot through things, but I mean, it's trying to justify it from the beginning. I mean, that's alright, I suppose, as long as they don't start shooting me through like brick walls and such. If you ran out of luck and are bound to be shot, you must take better cover. And this is another thing which I don't think you can do a lot in XCOM. I'm going to admit, I didn't play massive amounts of the new XCOM. I was kind of more of a fan of the original. But you can manipulate terrain to give yourself better cover. Didn't actually help me in this case, but... Red bar shows your hit points. When you're hit, your luck is replenished. We also have special abilities, which... It says we have to spend luck to do some of them. Maybe not this one, because I don't see quite where it's telling me how much luck I'm going to be spending. But this is like auto fire. Which is also a stupid thing to say, because that's from my original XCOM, even though I'm talking about new XCOM for the most part. And I know for a fact that we can just run inside the house and not have to worry about being shot by anyone, so it's going to dash.
She was nowhere to be found. He saw the box. What was in it?
I mean, this game is narrated by Death, apparently. I don't know what's going on with that either.
The simple wooden box contained a head. Your mother's head. Afterwards, your father found one of the gunmen still alive. The dying man rambled on about some unholy obligation, about promises made by the devil himself, and the rewards they would find in hell.
Also, I did see The Hateful Eight very recently, and I got a kind of an urge to play some Western theme stuff, which is also why I'm starting this right now.
You and your father were alive, but all your supplies were destroyed. No way you'd make it to Oregon now. Your father decided to stay put and build a life right there. Many years passed, and you grew up. You became a man.
See, they should that be an option in the actual Oregon Trail game. So the two of you took over the ruined railroad company buildings and tried your hands at farming. The soil was dry and the land was dangerous. You spent 10 long years scratching out existence from the dirt. Now you are grown, you figured the two of you should try for Oregon again. That's what your mother would have wanted. Gold! Who would have thought they'd find it here? And just when you needed cash for your journey, time to strike it rich and get out of town before the outlaws and madmen showed up. They always do. The masked man controlled all the gold mining. His henchmen sold you a license that let you run 9 prospecting operations. This is also, quite clearly, not like XCOM. I don't know how many different weird bits there are like this, but as you can kind of tell, this is not quite XCOM-y. Like, this is, I guess, kind of replacing the Earth view, but only kind of. Okay, the neighbour's house. The nearby farmhouse was inhabited. You paid them a visit and they turned out to be kind people. You exchanged pleasantries and their customary promises to help one another. More importantly, you met Florence, their beautiful, kind-hearted daughter. All you exchanged were a few glances, but you found yourself smitten. Not interested in prospecting themselves, the neighbours tipped you off about a couple of promising spots.
From the day you first laid eyes on Florence, she was all you could think about. It wasn't just desire that she inspired in you. It was the way she saw the best in you, the way she made you feel.
So this is kind of like, I guess, choosy your own adventure-ish. But yes, let's go excavating. I haven't played the full of this stage. I've never made a loss on doing some excavation, but as you can see, 44, you don't tend to get a lot. So let's go somewhere where we might have some more luck. So we go to the collapsed mine. And it may be collapsed, but you know, it used to be golden there. Let's crawl inside. So you reached the first opening, you found a skeleton with its legs crushed under a boulder. You wondered if he bled out before he died at first. His shirt, though stained, was still intact and of very good quality. So yeah, we just stole a dead guy's shirt. Sure, the rewards are already given them to myself. I'm gonna go deeper. The next cavern was cramped and full of stale air. You found little gold, but still not much. I just got some shoes apparently. Let's go even further. Wounded and weary, you eventually reached the end of the father's tunnel, and there inside a massive stash of gold. The air must have poisoned you, because as you went to pick it up, you hallucinated a tall man in a suit, smiling and smoking. As you turned to leave, he said, "Just so we're clear, that's mine, but you can borrow it a while." And then is that That looks kind of like death, I think. I'll have to wait for him to pop up in the corner again, just about to put some missing face. And we escaped just before the mine collapsed on us. Sweet. And we got some new gear. We got some sturdy shoes, which I'm guessing makes us move a bit more from the looks of it. Oh, we both have sturdy shoes and bloodstained shirts. What? Oh, are we not wearing any of this stuff yet? Ah, okay. We're not actually wearing this stuff. Well, I'm going to quit the relic because apparently if you smash that you get some health. I did do the mine before and I was kind of curious as to... and he's got less health, so I'll give him the better protection. If it was actually from crippling injuries, which I've not had any of yet, so who knows what that does. Back injury... Oh, is that something I picked up from the mine? Back injury causes stiffness and makes movement difficult. -4 movement, -1 max HP. Okay, I guess that's one of those injuries. Okay, you know what, I'm going to give him the boots then, so he can move at least normal speed. But yeah, no, I've been to that mine last time and I got the exact same result. I was wondering if I'd get something different. And, you know, he could have the bonus 1 HP as well, so currently he's just like himself. And he might as well get the better aim then. That is everything, yeah. Other than my money. And we have lots of money now. That's, I guess. I got enough time. Let's do it. Oh, we actually got... We got 226 out of that. Sweet. Right, we're going to go over here to the Tranquil Meadow. You notice a young native woman with a basket picking flowers and carefully selecting herbs. Initially startled by your arrival, she then offered you healing herbs for sale. I'm going to inspect the basket and decide to look for the plants myself. I picked the correct herbs, being observant and lucky. So does that mean I think that like -30 luck because I got lucky in this test? So I did just completely rip the woman off. But hey, I got healing herbs. I'm going to need those probably. Prospector's camp, sure. Now they can teach us stuff here if I remember correctly. You learn the simple techniques of placer gold rinsing, you learn the advanced techniques of placer gold rinsing, you learn the master techniques of placer gold rinsing. I don't know if this makes it more effective or what. I don't know if we're going to be able to make 300 back if I take it, so let's go 200. You learned how to create and operate your own cradle box. How do I create that then? Now we're getting into areas of territory that I'm unsure about. I might as well give one of these healing items to... Oh, I don't know if they went out like that. Sure, everyone gets healing herbs then. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure how to actually build that thing. Maybe I'll get an event pop up to let me do it. I don't know, let's go digging. I made 6 profit. Great. Oh, there we go. That's much better. And sure, we'll do that. We've got time to kill, apparently. Inevitably, news about the gold spread. Overnight, several nearby homesteads and settlements were raided. Far Royd, you wouldn't make it on your own. He'd figured you'll need protection. You disagreed, but went along with his decision for the last time. Also, I realized I wasn't actually checking the timer at the top, but I have about 60. Sorry, I have 20-minute videos. So maybe when we get to the next battle, we'll probably be around when I end this. If it's around that time, I'll probably end it slightly earlier or something. The Proprietor was eager to exchange goods with you. Yeah, I'll come back to you later. The Mexican said he would help if you split your gold money with him. He left you a bunch of guns, some empty blessings, and a promise to send a Vaguero to help out. I'm not sure what that is. Okay, I've got a new character though, and guns. He doesn't seem to have any boons. See anything? Bring card to him? Nope. Whoops. If I check like here, can I see like his stats? How they stack up? He doesn't seem particularly great, I'm gonna admit. Okay, so I gotta get the better weapons to these people. Sure, if that was a backup. I don't think it slows them down at all to have more than one weapon. It doesn't look like it. No, so we can go to the crossroads, so maybe I want to might check this out quickly. So I can exchange cash for anything here. I don't actually care for any of that, so I'm just going to go to the crossroads. Some folks said that just before sunrise there was an electric feeling out on the packed earth of the crossroads. The kind that makes your hair stand on end and sends shivers down your spine. Some swore they'd met a man there, well-dressed and well-spoken, who offered them a tempting deal. He can make you powerful in return for a piece of yourself. Screw that, man. The man smiled, tipped his hat, then turned on his heel, and left the crossroads. After a few steps, he had disappeared, though the night was crisp and clear. There seems to be some moral choices as well in this game, seeing as there was like a branching pathway we could see from the start of the campaign thing. So, yeah. Possibly I just went down a slightly better path for doing that. I'm not exactly sure. I haven't seen a lot about this game other than I knew it was kind of XCOM-y and Wild West themed, and seemed to be getting decent-ish opinions from people. So, also, should have answered at the start, but shout out to Shadowhawk 2012, friend of mine who actually bought this game for me over Christmas. Alright, the blind man. The man's eyes he had sewn shut with crude twine. He sat perfectly still, his gun in his holster, his stash on the ground close to you. For minutes, he didn't make the slightest noise, then uttered a single, slow sniff. You could have grabbed his stuff and made a run for it, but then there was that gun. No better to meddle in affairs you didn't understand, he greeted him simply and respectfully. These are desperate times. In an instant he was spraying bullets at you. You were fast, but he was faster, hitting you at every turn as if guided by spirits. You ran for your life until you're out of his range. God, Warren's just being beaten up, isn't he? Minus 3 max HP. Oh my god, I hope these go away after a mission or two. Ow. You don't even got enough health to warrant having this many healing on him, so let's give you the bomb. You can stay back. You know, actually, yeah, he's gonna want to stay back, so I think I might give him this weapon instead. Yeah. Okay, so I guess that's where I have to defend the homestead, right? I can go digging though a little bit more. Oh, okay, I just seeing it just says 1.5. Okay, because there's like this experimental thing. So I thought more one of them that it wants me to do, but no, it is just put a buff to this, right? Mexican crime lord raised your tax 20%. The bastard. $25%. Okay, fine. I'm not going to do any more digging if you're going to be like this. God. Okay, maybe dig some more. 30%. God. Alright, I'm going to the homestead. Your family homestead, the bandits were coming. It was the hour of reckoning. You took up defensive positions. I'm going to end off the video here because I think this is going to start up the next battle. So I'll catch you in the next part of Let's Play Hard West.